Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Down trees and power outages. High winds continue to be a pretty big problem all across southeast Michigan. So that does top our news this noon. The best person to talk about all of this, meteorologist Brandon Rue. We're getting close to about 100,000 customers that are without power right now because of these high winds just whipping around.
And listen, I know many people already know this, but we're seeing also down power lines, and it's just a reminder.
Dangerous.
It's spring break, kids are off. Make sure everybody knows what's going on. You don't go anywhere near those down power lines. Look at the flags whipping out there. Temperatures are in the middle upper 40s to low 50s, and sustained winds are 20 to near 30 miles an hour. That's what you're seeing along the river, and occasionally we're getting some stronger gusts. But our wind advisory in effect until 2 p.m. and 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts are likely for the next couple, 2-3 hours. We're seeing that right now, 41 mile an hour wind gust at Metro, almost 40 in Ann Arbor and Pontiac. Mount Clemens, you're right there, 43 up in the Thumb. Power outages, down trees, also real difficulty driving with semis swaying, debris blowing. Just watch out for all of that. And again, it does start to relax a little bit as we head into the late afternoon. Temps are tumbling. A cold front is coming through. Most of the wet weather, though, is heading a different direction. We will certainly keep you posted, but if you're heading out and about, your best weapon, as always, the Local Forecasters app for the live radar. Any updates on the winds out there, power outages, you name it. We have weather around the area, around the world. It's free. You can hold your cell phone up, your camera right to that QR code box in the middle, and it'll sync you right to the Local Forecasters app. It's free.
All right, Brandon, thank you. We're going to stick with the power outages because thousands of homes across Metro Detroit don't have power right now because of those high winds. Breaking down the outage map, you can see it's scattered all over. We have 71,453 DTE customers that are without power. Consumers Energy reports about 23,000 customers without power. And as Brandon mentioned, down trees, power lines, in St. Clair Shores, about 2,000 people in one neighborhood are dealing with down power line problems and trees after those high winds, and that's where we find our Tim Pamplin. He's there with a look at the damage.
Well, that's the large pine tree that came crashing down here on Larchmont and Ardmore, 11 Mile and 94 area in St. Clair Shores. Bringing down these power lines, a very dangerous situation. The winds are still howling here at this noon hour. DTE, as you can see, are on the scene trying to secure that utility pole there that has all sorts of other lines on it, cable and telephone lines. The power lines have been cut here. Power outages popping up across southeast Michigan again as these winds continue to blow. I think this is a perfectly good time to repeat the phrase. If you see a down power line, don't get too close to it. Stay away. That is a scene at this noon hour in St. Clair Shores. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Cannot give that warning enough. Tim, thank you. Let's get over to Madison Heights now. That's where Victor Williams joins us. He's talking to people in one neighborhood that is also dealing without power.
Yeah, Rhonda, if you're anything like me, you were up all night because of the howling wind gusting, but that is nothing compared to the problems that many people are having that are without power, especially right here at Progress and John R. in Madison Heights. Take a look at the traffic light. Notice there is no power right there, but that's not really stopping traffic. As you can see, it is still flowing. We were able to catch up to a man who told us what it's like to be without power, all because of the wind blowing all night.
We laid back down and started watching TV, and from our back window, you can hear it really bad. And I actually got up one time and looked out my back window, and stuff's flying around. All the power's gone out. She wants to take a shower, and she got things to do around the house, and we have to wait till we get it back on.
And as you can see, all the local businesses in this area are also without power. We're told that crews from DTE are working to restore that power as soon as possible. For now, we are live in Madison Heights. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor, thank you. And hopefully that power gets restored soon and those winds die down. Stay with Local 4. Click on Detroit.com and, of course, that Forecaster mobile app. We'll keep you updated. You'll have the latest updates on power outages and, of course, the forecast. Now to Grand Rapids, where the trial of 4 men accused of plotting to kidnap Governor Whitmer continues. One of the men, Daniel Harris, he took the stand this morning in his own defense. Let's get to defender Sean Lay. He has been following this trial since the very beginning, and each and every time we hear testimony, a lot of times it's just jaw-dropping. What did you hear today?
Same exact situation, but this time one of the defendants taking the witness stand in his own defense. You mentioned Daniel Harris taking the stand, Rhonda, today at 8:30. He's still on the witness stand right now being cross-examined by federal prosecutors. It is incredibly dramatic. Here's what happened so far, though. Harris framing the group Wolverine Watchmen this way, saying, quote, "It's a group of special friends that like to get together, throw out ideas, drink beer, and talk about girls." And a lot more to say than that. Daniel Harris is just 24 years old, a Marine from Lake Orion, and is facing life in prison charged with conspiring to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Harris made the call to testify in his own defense, tell his own story. So far, he seems to be very relaxed in answering questions from his attorney, Julia Kelly. Multiple times, Harris was asked if he agreed to kidnap the governor. Each time, Harris answered no. His explanation for weapons training was during police protests in 2020, if there was complete chaos, no more government, he wanted to train to be ready, he says, Red Dawn style, a reference to the movie about fighting invaders on American soil. About members of the Wolverine Watchmen constructing what's called a shoot house to practice in. Harris said it was to train for personal safety, how to clear your own house. His attorney asked, quote, "Do you believe the shoot house was a mock-up of the governor's house?" Harris said no. She asked, "Do you believe it was a mock-up of a room in the Capitol?" Harris again said no. That's some of the testimony from Daniel Harris from earlier this morning. But right now, he's on the witness stand being grilled by a federal prosecutor. And like I said, Rhonda, it is absolutely dramatic and tense. Judge Yonker, the federal judge, had to say, guys, lower the temperature in this courtroom. The back and forth was extremely intense. We're going to continue to listen to everything Harris is saying on the stand and all the questions he's being asked. Come back to us at 5 and 6 o'clock tonight. We'll have it all broken down for you. We're live this afternoon. Sean Lake, Local 4. Rhonda, back to you.
All right, Sean, appreciate you. Thank you. We look forward to your reports later today. Meantime, the Pentagon says that it has seen Russian forces near Kyiv move north or into Belarus, with both the United States and the United Kingdom saying that it appeared that troops were looking to resupply and reorganize. So not necessarily a good thing. Richard Engel reports from eastern Ukraine.
First U.S. intelligence and now a top British intelligence official says that Vladimir Putin might not be getting a full picture of what is actually happening in Ukraine, might not be seeing images like this of Russian losses. This is a Russian tank. It was completely destroyed by Ukrainian resistance, the turret blown clear off. This entire village was just taken back by Ukrainian troops who drove out Russian forces. And according to NATO estimates, as many as 15,000 Russian troops have already been killed here in Ukraine, and Ukrainian officials put that number even higher. But U.S. and British officials say that Vladimir Putin's generals and top advisors are too scared to deliver him the bad news, and that calls into question the usefulness of peace negotiations, which are due to resume again tomorrow. Because if Putin doesn't understand or doesn't want to understand or isn't being told about the true cost of this war, it's difficult for him to make cost-benefit analysis, meaning potentially those peace talks have no use. And already Ukrainian officials say the peace talks have been violated, that Russian promises to scale back attacks around Kyiv have not been carried out. There have been more attacks around Kyiv and around the city of Chernihiv. And the president of Ukraine, President Zelensky, says that not only were the initial promises by Russia never fulfilled, but that Russia appears now to be planning a new offensive out here in eastern Ukraine.
All right, that was Richard Engel reporting from eastern Ukraine. Happening today, President Biden taking an historic step to try and combat our high gas prices. He just announced the U.S. will release 1 million barrels of oil per day from its reserves for the next 6 months. The White House says that the increased supply will provide a bridge to the end of the year when domestic production will ramp up. Currently, the average price of regular unleaded gas in Metro Detroit, $4.15 a gallon. The historic United Artists building downtown in Detroit will be redeveloped into residential housing. The new building will be called the Residence at 150 Bagley. The $75 million project will include 148 apartments. 20% of the units will be set aside for affordable housing. The new building is expected to bring hundreds of construction projects to the Grand Circus Park area. It's an 18-story theater that opened back in 1928 and has been abandoned for more than 40 years.
This beautiful building is going to come back to life. 148 units, 20% affordable. They're going to build 10,000 square feet of commercial space, which is going to revitalize Bagley.
Oh, this is so exciting. Residents can expect 1- and 2-bedroom units up to 1,300 square feet. That's a nice amount of room. The project is expected to open sometime in 2023, so you don't have to wait too long to be a resident in an historic building. Well, still to come, comedian and actor Chris Rock, he had a stand-up comedy act for the first time since that incident at the Academy Awards heard around the world. You're going to hear what the comedian said to the sold-out crowd in Boston.